Welcome, everybody, to the final score. I'm your host, Nicholas Morosino. Today, we have some exciting stuff happening. So, all throughout this season, we did a pick'em league for who's going to win what games. I kept track of all the winners. I kept track of all the losers, how each one of us picked each individual teams because I had an idea. Let's make a video about the alternate universes, the alternate playoffs. You know, for instance, uh, DJ, who is unfortunately not here because we are all college students and he has 3 tests coming up. In his alternate universe, the Raiders won 16 times. They went 16-0, and he says that he went to the Super Bowl and won the Super Bowl. They beat the Chiefs in the AFC Championship, and they also defeated, I forgot who he said they defeated in the
I'm on it.
NFC side of things. Oh, the Vikings. The Raiders beat the Vikings in the Super Bowl. Sorry, Ben. So that's kind of like what we're going to be doing. We created playoff scenarios for all of our teams and how we picked them. And we're going to tell you guys a story about our playoffs. Today, I am joined by Tanner, the Patriots fan. What's up, Tanner?
What's up, everybody? You're in for a treat.
We are in for a treat. And also, Tanner is the Pick'em League champion. So the first time Pick'em League champion, he will be winning a NFL jersey of his choosing. Whenever he wants to let us know, I will get it for him. So congratulations, Tanner. Very happy for you.
Thank you. I couldn't have done it without you guys. And big shout out to Nick for putting this together and throwing it on. Honestly, didn't think I was going to win because I was last place for 6 weeks at the minimum. So, and I just started being stupid and just doing arbitrary betting, and it kind of worked out. But don't take my financial advice. You will go broke. You will go broke.
What a wonderful note to move on from. Chris, the Dolphins fan. How you doing, Chris?
I'm doing good.
And Ben, the Vikings fan. How you doing, bro?
Good. I mean, I finally got a real webcam and a headset going on.
Yeah, you're no longer laying down.
Glad we got it for the final episode.
Could it be any better? All right. Well, let's just go ahead and get into the alternate universes. I will go ahead and start myself. So this is my alternate universe. Can you guys see that okay?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay. Well, welcome to my alternate universe. This is brought to you by the man, Nicholas Marcinov. This is my playoff lineup. We have on the NFC side, number 1, New Orleans Saints. Number 2, Los Angeles Rams. Number 3, Green Bay Packers. 4, the Philadelphia Eagles. 5, Arizona Cardinals. 6, Seattle Seahawks. 7, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. On the AFC side of things, we have the Buffalo Bills, the Kansas City Chiefs, Cleveland Browns, Indianapolis Colts, Baltimore Ravens, Tennessee Titans, and the Pittsburgh Steelers. So those are the 14 teams that made the playoffs in my alternate reality. In the AFC wildcard games, we have the number 7 Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the number 2 seeded Kansas City Chiefs. It's all about defense versus offense. Patrick Mahomes, he's been lighting it up all season. And the Pittsburgh Steelers, they had an unstoppable defense. Is it enough to beat the Chiefs in the first game? Yes, it is. 17-14, the Pittsburgh Steelers will move on to the divisional round. Then we have the number 6 seeded Tennessee Titans taking on the number 3 seeded Cleveland Browns. This is a rematch of a game earlier in the season where the Tennessee Titans got their butts handed to them by the Cleveland Browns. They're looking for a little bit of payback. Does it happen? No. The Cleveland Browns win this game 34-21. It was a good effort by Tennessee, but not enough to get it done. Finally, we have the Baltimore Ravens, the number 5 seeded Baltimore Ravens taking on the number 4 seeded Indianapolis Colts. This is going to be Lamar Jackson's big game. Can he get past the Colts in Indianapolis? No, Phillip Rivers does just enough. The Baltimore Ravens don't even score a single touchdown. They just score 3 field goals. Phillip Rivers, that sidearm is doing something. Next up, we have the NFC wildcard games. The number 7 seeded Tampa Bay Buccaneers take on the number 2 seeded LA Rams. Tom Brady, first year with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. As we know, in reality, he just won the Super Bowl. Congratulations, Bucks. But in this reality, Jared Goff is not injured like he was in reality. So you got that number 1 defense taking on Tom Brady. And in this reality, Tampa Bay does not get past the wild card round. They lose 24-38. The Los Angeles Rams just have a field day against the Buccaneers defense. Next up, we have the number 6 seeded Seattle Seahawks taking on the number 3 seeded Green Bay Packers. Russell Wilson is moving over to the icy tundra that is Green Bay. What happens when you do this kind of stuff? Anything can happen. And Aaron Rodgers, he may have won the MVP, but in this game, he loses in a high-scoring affair. It's 48-45 Seahawks. At one point, they pull Aaron Rodgers to put in Jordan Love, and you know what? They like Jordan Love, so they're going to stick with him moving on. Then it's the number 5 seeded Arizona Cardinals taking on the number 4 seeded Philadelphia Eagles, and in this reality, Kyler Murray still is injured. And so they brought in the 3rd string quarterback, not the 2nd string, because in this reality, he got COVID, so he was out. They brought in the 3rd string quarterback against the Eagles, and look what happened. The Philadelphia Eagles won 21-0.
God
So,
damn.
yeah, so much for the dry rub. And let me just also say, it was 3 pick sixes. So it wasn't even the Eagles offense doing anything. It was just the defense doing everything.
Oh, that's funny.
In the AFC divisional round, we have the number 7 seeded Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the number 1 seeded Buffalo Bills. The Steelers just beat the Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs, only holding them to 14 points. Now they're going to be facing a big opponent who has a defense. What's going to happen? The Steelers win 19-13. The Steelers, they score 2 touchdowns, a field goal, and they also get a safety against Josh Allen. Josh Allen only able to score 1 touchdown and 2 field goals. So now the Pittsburgh Steelers defense is really being the highlight of the playoffs thus far. Next up, we have the number 4 seeded Indianapolis Colts taking on the number 3 seeded Cleveland Browns. Again, this is another matchup that happened earlier this season, and the Browns won that game. Who's going to win this one? The Cleveland Browns did it again, 31-24, which means that for the AFC Championship game, it will be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Cleveland Browns. Then in the NFC divisional round, we are going to be having a fun one here. It's the number 6 seeded Seattle Seahawks heading over to New Orleans to take on the number 1 seeded Saints. And the theme of my playoffs is redemption and triumph. Back in 2011, the New Orleans Saints had one of the best offenses, one of the best defenses, just one of the best overall teams. They went to Seattle where they got Beastquake. The Seattle Seahawks were only 7-9. And so the question is, can they overcome the Seattle Seahawks? Yes, they do. They win 24-7. Russell Wilson, he hurt his arm last week, thrown for 48 points against Green Bay. He was just a little bit off of it, and the Saints were fresh. The Saints will be hosting the NFC Championship game. Then we have the number 4 seeded Philadelphia Eagles taking on the number 2 seeded LA Rams. The Philadelphia Eagles coming off of the big upset 21-0 shutout against the Cardinals. Then the LA Rams having the number 1 defense just knocked out Tom Brady in the playoffs. Who will win? It's the LA Rams, who also get a shutout, 30-0, because the Philadelphia Eagles were complete shams and should never have been there. So then that means that we have an NFC Championship game rematch between the Rams and the New Orleans Saints. But first, let's talk about the AFC Championship game. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers, the number 7 seeded Pittsburgh Steelers at the number 3 seeded Cleveland Browns. This is the triumph part of my redemption and triumph. You see, the Pittsburgh Steelers have always kind of been like the older brother to the Cleveland Browns, right? So the Cleveland Browns have had that younger brother always getting picked on by the older brother mentality. They just are a team that they can't get past. And now they meet in the biggest game that they can possibly meet in. And what happens? The Pittsburgh Steelers only score 20 points. And the Cleveland Browns, 21. A missed field goal seals the deal for the Pittsburgh Steelers. The Cleveland Browns will head to their first Super Bowl. In the NFC Championship game, it's the number 2 seeded LA Rams against the number 1 seeded New Orleans Saints. New Orleans is going crazy. They know about the LA Rams. They all remember the no-call pass interference, the move that sent the Rams to the Super Bowl instead of New Orleans. This is the game of redemption, but not for the New Orleans Saints. The New Orleans Saints fall to the LA Rams, 38-35. It was a close game, but we see glimpses of Drew as he was in his prime, looking good, throwing the deep ball. He gave it all just for one more game. And as the timer clicked down and the Saints just weren't able to do enough, he meets Jared Goff in the middle of the field. He shakes hands and wishes him the best of luck in the Super Bowl. Then the team surrounds Drew Brees, lifts him up on his shoulders as he says his final goodbye to New Orleans. And the fans say, "Thank you, Drew." They chant it as he kisses them goodbye. And he,
I'm
shut
actually
up!
kinda
Shut
I'm
up!
kinda shook.
Shut up!
He's going through the crowd, giving them all one by one.
No,
Hey,
he
thank you.
he does.
Thank
you. No.
Screw off. All right, screw off. So we have for the Super Bowl 55. It's the NFC champ, the LA Rams, taking on the AFC champ, the Cleveland Browns. This game, I felt like it was going to be so much fun to see the Cleveland Browns taking on the LA Rams. You have Jared Goff against Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield, he woke up feeling dangerous. The LA Rams defense, they are feeling dangerous as well. And then the big game happens. And you know what happens? Redemption for the LA Rams whenever they only scored 3 points against the Patriots in Super Bowl 53. They're able to win 42-21.
Oh my God.
Doubling the score of the Cleveland Browns. The defense was just too much. They ate up way too much of the Cleveland Browns. But Baker Mayfield did look solid. But that's my story. The Los Angeles Rams are Super Bowl 55 champions. Thank you for listening and for criticizing my Drew Brees moment, guys. Jeez.
Dude,
Yo, it was
honestly, I was
beautiful.
kind of shook.
Go ahead, Chris.
I was kind of shook that you picked the Rams over the Saints. I was like, whoa.
I told you guys, if Drew Brees can't win the Super Bowl, I want him to go out in front of the fans. And I think that's a much better image, is being carried by the team of guys around him as he says goodbye to New Orleans.
It was a touching thing, and I was actually kind of like sitting here shocked, and I was like in the moment, I was like, man, this is kind of sad. And then like I started giggling because I was like, that's not even how it went. Like he went out in
I
real
know.
life, and no one gave a crap. And they're just comparing him to Tom Brady. And then when you said he kissed everyone goodbye, I was like, blow a kiss?
He does that. He does that. But
Not in my mind.
Yeah,
Open mouth,
good
tongue
story.
kiss.
Redemption
good.
and triumph.
Yes.
Perfect.
liked it.
Thank you. Well,
Our
Mr.
father,
What?
who is a Rams fan. Did you do that for him? What's up with that, man?
No, I genuinely thought throughout the season the Rams just had the best personnel, and so I was upset that Jared Goff went out and basically was just handicapped for the playoffs. But yeah,
With
I had
Aaron
to get
Donald,
Kansas
too.
City out early. Screw the Green Bay Packers, all that good stuff.
Absolutely.
Anyways, let's move on so the video doesn't take an hour. Ben, you're up next, my friend.
Okay, first time screen sharing. Let's see. Okay, can you guys see?
Yep.
Okay, first off, I don't know how to use PowerPoint. That last one was blowing me away. I didn't know you could make things move and stuff.
Okay.
Also, fair warning, I was unaware of the output that was expected from us on this project.
That's okay. That's okay.
Don't feel bad, Ben. Trust me, don't feel bad.
We're
I
here to
don't-
have fun.
I don't feel bad. Believe me. Let's see. Okay, I think this is how you move. Ben's alternate universe. This is my playoff scenario. Let's dig in, shall we? These are the teams that made it to the playoffs. Dang, why am I so white? Okay, we got the Rams. For the NFC side, we got Rams, Saints, Vikings, Cowboys, Seahawks, Falcons, and Packers. Stupid ass. Chiefs, Ravens, Titans, Bills, Chargers, Raiders, and Browns on the AFC side. Okay. Moving along to Wild Card Weekend, we have the Saints clapping the Packers. Who would have thought? Everybody, actually. Then we have Vikings clapping the Falcons. Excellent. Seahawks clap Cowboys.
No surprise there.
Browns clap Ravens. Because, we all know the Ravens are only fake good. Titans clap Raiders. Take that, DJ. And then Bills clap Chargers. Oh, yeah, this is the NFC. No, this is the NFC and AFC. What am I talking about? 6 games. Yeah, that's it for wild card round. Now we're moving on to the division. Rams clap Seahawks. Vikings clap Saints. It's the playoffs.
Yeah, it's the playoffs.
So, the Vikings clap Saints. Chiefs clap Browns. Right in the mouth. Bills clap Titans. I think that's it for the division.
I can get down with this championship game.
Yeah, it's coming up. It's coming up nice. Conference champs. We all know. Viking clap Rams. And then Chiefs clap Bills. So that means that our Super Bowl teams are going to be the Vikings and oh no! The entire Chiefs team get caught on performance enhancing drugs. What does this mean? The Chiefs obviously can't play in the Super Bowl. They're all high. So we gotta go back. We gotta first of all the Chiefs are macking out on steroids. Let's make sure the Vikings are clean, and then let's go back and make sure. Are there any other AFC teams that are clean? Maybe someone in the conference championship. They were clean. Maybe they shouldn't have lost to the Chiefs. So it's. Oh my God! They're all on drugs. Everyone in the AFC was taking performance. Even the Chargers, Raiders, and Ravens, who have been out for 2 weeks, are still taking.
Oh my God!
I'm dying.
This is unprecedented. This never happened that we know of. You know what? Screw it. Let's find another championship deserving team. Let's go to the NFC, and we're gonna have the first ever NFC versus NFC Super Bowl if we can just have one team that is clean. Oh my god!
Oh my god, dude.
Why are they all taking drugs? They're all on performance enhancing drugs. But wait, what about the Packers? Are the Packers on drugs or are they clean? No, they're also on. F it, it's the Packers. We'll let them get away with anything.
Oh my god.
So the Vikings and the Packers go to the Super Bowl, where the Vikings win 55-12, despite the Packers cheating, drug takes, Aaron Rodgers being a little biatch, ass. Screw the Packers. Vikings win 55-12, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is a 2020 Super Bowl champion right there.
Oh man, fantastic!
Winners by default.
What a twist!
There
Oh
it
my
is.
god!
Wonderful.
Oh, an NFC Super Bowl. I did not see that happening.
I
Okay.
don't think anybody saw that happening.
This 2020 is a year like any other, unlike any other.
Oh my god.
Okay. I whenever you did the teams, I was like, oh, I don't see the Saints. Is he picking the Saints because Vikings beat the Saints all the time? Oh man, that was good. Oh, my face hurts. Okay. Any other words about Ben's alternate universe?
Greatness. That's all I gotta
Greatness.
say.
Thank you.
Phenomenal.
Thank you.
Phenomenal. I love it.
Appreciate
All right. Well, I'm dying to hear Tanner's alternate universe. So Tanner, if
All
you
right, everybody.
please.
So I'll start with my alternate universe. It's a little more of a children's book. I'm a big fan of pictures. I don't like to read much, so this is for you guys that don't like to read much. So this is a pretty picture-orientated story that's mainly focused on the Patriots because you'll see why the Patriots get all the press coverage. So let me share the screen here. All right, can everyone see this?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so this is my Patriots alternate universe by Tanner. So we start the season how we all know it was. Unfortunately, the GOAT decided that he wanted to leave and go to Tampa. So, why isn't this moving? Hold on. There we go. Okay, so they picked up Cam Newton. Nothing there. Everyone's very excited. ESPN's got a great outlook. Me as a Patriots fan, I'm sad, but we're like, I have a bad feeling about this. No one believed me. Well, it was foresight because we started losing really, really badly. This is now into week 6, and we are now on a 4-game losing streak to Buffalo. So us as a Patriots fan are starting to get concerned. We're like, what is going on? We have Cam Newton. He's not Tom Brady, but like, come on, bro. He's not that bad. Like, they're starting to compare him to Tim Tebow. Things are not looking good for the Patriots. So Kraft and Belichick get together, and Kraft says to Belichick, Cam isn't working out, Belichick. And so Belichick says, like Belichick will always says, don't worry, I'll fix this. Man of very few words, but a great big mind. So Belichick makes a phone call saying, hey, it's me again. And who picks up the phone? Brady. And Belichick makes this claim to Brady saying, I need you to bring Gronk and AB. I need all 3 of you to come back because we're getting our booties handed to us. And Tom says, okay, you know you can't trade in season, right? And so Belichick says to Tom Brady, don't worry, Tom. Belichick then gets on the phone and says, hey, listen, buddy, I need a favor. Now, who did he call? We're not sure. It's a mystery man. He says, okay, just this one time. The next day, President
My
Trump signs
God.
an executive order saying that teams can sign free agents, including Brady.
Oh my gosh.
This is Cam realizing he's getting traded to Tampa. So Cam is being traded for Brady, AB, and Gronk. And Tampa's receiving $500 million as part of the trade. So, and then the defender that's tackling him is saying, you're trash, you Cam. He's thinking in his mind, this guy's garbage. Of course he's going to get traded. So then the Patriots start doing really well.
Jeez.
They start ending up winning, and they end up at 11-5. So the postseason. So the Patriots make an incredible comeback to go 11-5 for the regular season and make the playoffs. So they end up receiving the bye, and they are playing the Dolphins, the Ravens for the divisional title, and then the Colts for the conference. So there's my boy Julian Edelman scoring a touchdown on the Dolphins. It was a very close game. It went 31-30. They got a safety. Dolphins got a safety on Brady. Super sad. Brady almost didn't get up. Then they played the Ravens, and they smacked the Ravens 16-0. And Gronk got fined $100,000 for spiking the football at
Oh no.
for spiking the football right into him. And you could see that Gronk's jersey was a little messed up. He didn't get a new one. They didn't have 3XLs to fit his massive appearance, so they just kind of put the Patriots logo over top of him and just said it'll work out. Then they play the Colts in a very snowy game. As you can see, it's snowing. Brady, with his exceptional looks, goes and beats the Colts in a very hard-fought game, 42-32. And now comes the end. Guess who made it to the Super Bowl along with the Patriots?
Chiefs.
The Chiefs. They played the Chiefs
In the Super Bowl?
in the Super Bowl because this is a Patriots oriented. There's Mahomes crying on the ground after getting beat 31-28, and they win by a field goal. The Patriots win by a field goal, and that's how they got 31-28. Because I said it'd be 31-28 for the Super Bowl. It was around 31-9, but he cried because he lost the Super Bowl. It was 31-28. So you may wonder, how did Brady even? Why did Trump agree to let Brady trade?
It's the
Doesn't
least
make
of
any
my
sense,
wonders
right?
now.
Huh?
That's
Nothing.
So there's them together, and he says, President Trump, and he goes, do not fret. I am the best. You are the best. I can't let you lose. We never lose. We are great. And then Brady says to Trump, why did you help me? And then Trump says, remember that time you supported me? And he saw this interview on ESPN with Brady at Gillette Stadium as a Patriot. And the Patriots end up winning the Super Bowl. And it's a happy ever after for Brady and Robert Kraft.
okay.
So we had an AFC World Super Bowl
Super
and
Bowl.
an NFC Super Bowl.
Yeah,
Yes.
how? Wait, Ben's thing. Okay, at least it was drugs, but how?
It just happened, bro. The executive order just came in and said you can trade, and it just ended up happening. Does it make a lot of sense now? Is it a Patriots wet dream? Yes, but it
Okay.
just there it is. The story ends with Tom Brady kissing Robert Kraft on the lips, and then the screen goes black. The
Oh
All
end.
my
right.
goodness.
Well, that is one heck of an alternate universe, my friend. But
That's why it's
very well done. I enjoyed the story. And now there's just one. Oh well, let's comment more about Tanner's story. What did you guys like? I like the storybook feel of it.
Yeah, that was kind of a nice touch, but
I like the comic textbook.
yeah,
Or
comic text
comic
was-
text,
Mhm.
whatever it was.
Thank you. Yeah. I know he's not the biggest fan in the story, but there's definitely some real world interaction between the two. And I thought, you know what? I'll make it somewhat realistic, but I'll put a little bit of a fantasy twist on it. Maybe
Fair
that'll
enough.
happen next year. You never know. Maybe this is a foreshadowing of what happens. One thing that did happen in the epilogue of the story, Brady ended up staying with the Patriots, and they won 5 more Super Bowls, and he
Oh my God.
retired as the GOAT. Gronk also played along with him. Gronk ended up going back and retiring in Florida, doing what Gronk does. AB won the Super Bowl. He was then banned from the NFL for using performance-enhancing drugs and is now facing several criminal cases after being
Oh my
ripped
God.
off from the Patriots.
Shit.
Nothing bad. It was just robbery. He just got caught for robbery.
Oh, sure. Just robbery.
Yeah,
Just robbery, just robbery.
robbery.
Just
Yeah.
robbery. That's it. Nothing
Yeah,
else.
I believe it. I believe
And
it.
that's the end of the story. Robert Kraft is still with Brady. They still smooch every now and then. It's a good story, good ending for everybody.
Yeah. He was only a Buccaneer for 5 weeks.
Mhm.
All right. Well, very well done, Tanner. Very good. Very good. All right. Let's move on to our last story. And Chris, it's you, buddy.
All right. So mine may not be funny, but at least hopefully it'll be entertaining.
Mm-hmm.
So let me just put it into this view. So alternate universe playoff picture by Chris the Dolphins fan. So I didn't do anything fancy. I just kind of put the picture there. So the teams that are going into the playoffs are the Arizona Cardinals, New Orleans Saints, Green Bay Packers, Dallas Cowboys, Seattle Seahawks, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and Minnesota Vikings. For the NFC, AFC, we got the Baltimore Ravens, Kansas City Chiefs, Buffalo Bills, Tennessee Titans, Cleveland Browns, Las Vegas Raiders, and the Miami Dolphins. So this is how the bracket's going to go.
Oh,
You know,
that is nice.
so we got, the AFC on this side, NFC on that side. So AFC first round, we got the Tennessee Titans against the Cleveland Browns. So the Browns come in hot. Baker Mayfield and Nick Chubb are able to cut through the Titans defense. However, Ryan Tannehill doesn't go down without a fight. The Browns win 27-24. Next, we got the Las Vegas Raiders against the Buffalo Bills. Raiders finally make the playoffs for the first time since 2002 and come for blood. With Derek Carr at the helm, they're able to demolish the Buffalo inexperienced Bills 32-17. And this is not any way planned. I just happen to have every single team on the left-hand side losing. So a Week 14 rematch. The Dolphins benched Tua Tagovailoa for veteran Ryan Fitzpatrick. The Dolphins defense did what they weren't able to do in Week 14 and only hold Patrick Mahomes to 14 points while the offense explodes for 35 points. NFC first round, and you'll kind of see a pattern going here. So the Cowboys somehow made it in with a 6-10 record and get absolutely creamed by the Seahawks 42-12. So then we got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers going against Green Bay Packers. With Tampa Bay adding Tom Brady and Gronk, they're able to defeat Aaron Rodgers and Green Bay Packers 30-24. Then we got the Saints versus Vikings. Drew Brees and on his final attempt for another Super Bowl narrowly defeats Minnesota Vikings 21-17.
Redemption.
Sorry, Ben.
It's Kev.
So AFC second round. So we got the Browns versus Raiders. Hold on, I actually can't. Can I read? Okay, yeah, never mind. There we go. Okay, I just wanted to move the little thing on the side here. The Browns and the Raiders come back for a Week 8 matchup. Although the Browns have a lot of talent, the defense did not show up, and Derek Carr and company win 42-21, moving to the AFC finals. So then we got the Baltimore Ravens facing the Miami Dolphins, and the Dolphins come prepared for Lamar Jackson and the Ravens. The Miami Dolphins defense went into overdrive and limited Lamar Jackson's running. Dolphins win 30-15, going to the AFC Championship too. So then we got the second round of the NFC, where the Dry Rub take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And Kyler Murray and a solid receiving core surprisingly outlast Tom Brady and the Buccaneers, winning 33-20. And then we got the Saints versus the Seahawks. And thanks to a shaky start by Russell Wilson, the Saints are able to win 40-16. Sorry, Tanner. And then the AFC Championship, we got the Dolphins versus the Raiders. And who's going to win? It's the Dolphins, obviously. So this is a Week 16 matchup where the Dolphins had a slight edge over the Raiders, and the same be said. The same can be said for this game as well. And it was just an last-second Hail Mary by Ryan Fitzmagic to give the Dolphins the win, 20-20 or 26-20, going to their first Super Bowl since 1984. Sorry, DJ. And then the NFC Championship, we got the New Orleans Saints against the dry rub themselves, the Arizona Cardinals. And the Cardinals, both the Cardinals and the Saints fought for it. But only one team was able to win, and the Saints defense had a weak point in the fourth quarter, and the Cardinals were able to capitalize on it. And I didn't put a score, but I'm pretty sure I was going for like a 27-20 win, and the Arizona Cardinals go to their first Super Bowl since 1947. Sorry, Nick.
I hate you.
So the Super Bowl, we got the Dolphins versus the Cardinals. So it comes down to this. The leading team for the NFC, the Arizona Cardinals, go versus the underdog, the Miami Dolphins. Let me move this so I could actually read. Both teams have fought it against tough opponents after tough opponent to get to the big stage in football, the Super Bowl. With a stellar defense, the Dolphins get on the board first with a pick six in the first minute of the game. Kyler Murray answers with 10-play drive to score a touchdown. Ryan Fitzpatrick comes onto the field and has himself his own scoring drive. And the end of the first half, 14-7 Miami. The first play of the second half of the kickoff, The first play of the second half is a kickoff return by the Cardinals special teams. The Dolphins surprisingly give the ball to Tua Tagovailoa, who starts the drive in the second half and has an absolute field day. Tua having a great half, and the Dolphins defense able to keep Kyler Murray at bay. The Dolphins win the Super Bowl 50 and the first Super Bowl win in 50 years. Tua Tagovailoa is named MVP for his monstrous time in the second half. And the score was, we don't know. It was lost footage.
All right. Well, very nice. Very nice. I enjoyed it. Very well done. I like the graphics and everything.
Thank you.
What an interesting story. I like how you kind of like mapped out the game as well. I enjoyed that.
Thank you, sir.
And I like that you apologized to each one of us individually. That was nice.
How come Patriots didn't make playoffs, dude?
That's just how my alternate universe does.
No, I'm just pulling. I'm just messing with you.
Oh, you know what would have been funny if I just said, sorry, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers didn't get in, but the Patriots have switched to an NFC team and now are in the playoffs.
I mean, that's what Tanner did. All right. Well, this has been a fun little video. I thought this brought out our creativity, and I had a lot of fun seeing how your guys' minds work. Each one of us had a great story to tell. So thank you guys so much for doing this. And going forward, I'm sure I'll be inviting each one of you guys back to do more videos with me. So thank you guys for sticking around all season. And Tanner, once again, congratulations on winning the first ever Pick'em series. And
Thank you.
Hopefully we can do more next time. This has been
Definitely.
a lot of fun. So thank you guys. And if you guys are still watching and still enjoying, thank you guys so much. It means the world to us. Any parting words you guys like to spat out?
Thank you for watching. Stay tuned for more. Like, comment, subscribe.
Definitely. All three of it. Hopefully after next year, Belichick might go, hey, it's me again. Maybe we'll see Brady back. Well, we don't know. We don't know until that happens. But thank you guys for watching. We do this for you.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
just to echo what everybody else said, screw the Packers. We each said, as
There-
each and every one of us has said so far.
All right. Well, thank you so much for watching. That, ladies and gentlemen, is the final score. Thank you and good night.